And welcome back to another episode of Overkill Trading. We got Bitcoin hitting all-time highs today, reaching a new high of $123,966. Ladies and gentlemen, things are happening in the world today, and Bitcoin is absolutely taking off. Today, we are going to be looking at the top stocks and cryptocurrencies for October. Okay, we got a new month. We got a new month last Wednesday, and today we are going to be diving into our watch list. Our watch list is pulled up right here. This is our green list. We're going to be going over all of these names in today's stream, looking for setups, looking for entries, looking for exits, so on and so forth. We are live here every Friday at 2 p.m. Pacific time, going over the top stocks and cryptocurrencies to be looking at next week and throughout the month. And today is October 3rd, so thank you guys for tuning in today. Before we dive into the charts, I just want to go ahead and pray for everybody real quick. So let me go ahead and do that before we get started here. God, in every situation and every season, you are good. God, you are God. Although we currently may feel weary and warm, some of us might be excited about what's going on in the markets today. It's all a blessing, God. Everything that we have is completely from you. Teach us how to invest our time wisely, invest our money wisely, and invest in our relationships as we go about our day and about our week and about our weekend. God, bless this stream, bless this weekend, bless my brothers and my sisters tuning into this right now. Just help us make wise decisions and give us the wisdom we need to be successful at everything we do in life. I pray all this in Jesus' name. Amen. Well, that being said, folks, you're seeing a lot of green here. A lot of green, okay, on the watch list today. A lot of green. Huge week this week so far. Bitcoin is absolutely ripping here, so obviously markets are following it. Before we dive into these charts real quick, we have a couple big winners. Axel, this one actually went off today. This green dot here on the monthly chart actually went off today. So we're going to dive in, guys. There's a lot of setups that are still out there. I made a couple trades today that I'm going to go over as well. So before we dive in, let me just go ahead and go through our trading rules real quick. I always cover this at the beginning of every stream because I want everybody to know and understand what it is that we are looking for here. Okay, we're not just randomly buying and selling stuff. We have a plan and we have a strategy, and this is it. So let me go through this real quick, and then we'll dive in. First things first, we are swing traders here on this channel, guys. Very, very important to understand that we are not day traders. Okay, day trading is a recipe for failure in the markets. Okay, 90 to 95% of day traders fail. Okay, they might have some big days every once in a while, but over time, 90 to 95%, maybe even I think I saw 97% one time of people who try to day trade fail. So we are swing traders here. Okay, we focus on two charts. Okay, we focus on the monthly and the daily. So all of our trades that we take are for 1 to 6 months out. Okay, 1 to 6 month investments. We enter and exit positions using our trading indicators. So how we know when it's time to buy and when to sell is by looking at our trading indicators. Okay, we use a number of them. We use a MACD. We use the red and green dots. We use the stochastic RSI. I'm going to talk about all these today. And the most important thing with our strategy is that the green dot means buy and the red dot means sell. Okay, so because we focus on a monthly and a daily chart and we are looking 1 to 6 months out when we take a trade, the main one that we want to focus on is the monthly chart. So you can see rule number 4 here in the trading rules is that we only buy assets that have a green dot on the monthly chart. Okay, so you guys can zoom out a Bitcoin's chart here on the monthly chart. Okay, so each one of these candles is 1 month's worth of time. Okay, one month's worth of time. Okay, you can see back here in 2023, this was about 2 years ago, we called this green dot out on Bitcoin at $17,000. Okay, we also called this one out here in October, okay, around 30,000. We called this one out in November around 70, and we called this one out here in May around 90. So what the green dot on the monthly chart tells us is that we're going up on a month-to-month basis. Typically, what the green dot on the monthly means is that we're going up for the next 1 to 6 months. So like if I just use this one, for example, here in October, okay, on Bitcoin, you could see 27,000, it went up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 months. Then it went down for 6 months, and now we're back up. So the first thing we're looking for in our strategy, guys, is that green dot on the monthly chart. Okay, all these names that we're going to cover today, all these names on our watch list, That is the criteria for it to be on our watch list. It has to have a green monthly dot. So all the names I'm going to talk about today, okay, probably 95% of them are going to have a green dot on their monthly chart. That tells us that we're going up on a month-to-month basis. Typically, it means we're going up for 1 to 6 months. Okay, and you could also go all the way back to 2015 here on Bitcoin's chart, and you can see those green dots in 2015, 10 years ago, was calling Bitcoin at $700. It went up to $20,000. This one called it here in 2019 at $3,000, $3,500, and it went all the way up there to $70. Okay, and then what did we get? We got some red dots up here. We corrected. We went down from 70 all the way to 15,000, got the green dot, and now we're on the way back up, and we've been on the way back up. I have not been a trader of Bitcoin recently, simply because we have the red dot on the chart. But just because we have a red dot does not mean that we're going down. What you need to do is you need to use a stop loss, okay, because this dot could turn back to green here anytime. And we're sitting at all-time highs right now. I am not trading Bitcoin here. I have not traded Bitcoin for a long time. I am fully bullish on altcoins, and you guys will see that. You guys will see why once we hit our watch list today. So that's rule number 4. So again, once you have that green dot on the monthly, let's go to Ethereum for an example, right? We pointed this out a number of times. We were saying buy Ethereum back here in June when we got our signal. Okay, that was June of 2025. That was a few months ago. Ethereum was sitting at $2,200. $2,200. It's now sitting over $4,000. Okay, so when we get that green dot on the monthly chart, what we want to do after that, according to rule number 5, is that we want to zoom into a smaller time frame, right? Because, again, think about this, right? There's 30 days in one of these candles. So if we're going up, right, and we know we're going up if the dot is green, we don't want to buy stuff if the monthly dot is red, because that means we're going down. We want to buy when it's green. Okay, and again, we were buying Ethereum back here at $2,200. Okay, so once we get the green monthly, then what we're looking for is on the daily chart, we're looking for pullbacks. See, we got this pullback right here, green dot. You had an entry right there at 2,200. You had an entry right here at around 3,500. You had an entry right here in September around 4,200. And you had a recent entry right here last Sunday at around 3,900. So as long as the monthly dot is green, we are looking to buy pullbacks on the daily chart. Okay, and typically you want to buy the green dots on the daily chart when the wave is down here. Okay, just like you got right there in September. So that is the buying strategy. Okay, monthly green dot plus daily green dot equals buy. So the first thing we're looking for is the monthly dot. After that, we are then looking for places to add based on the daily. We want to buy the daily green dot in or around the golden zone as long as the monthly dot is green. Okay, when I talk about the zones, okay, we'll get into this in just a second, but this is a golden zone. This is a golden zone. This is the red zone. And the red zone is actually part of our selling strategy. So if you guys don't know what these zones are, this is a Fibonacci indicator. If you guys do not have these indicators that I am talking about here today, you guys can download those over here in the trading indicator tab. You get instant access to all of the indicators. All you got to do is click on this link here. It takes a couple of clicks and everything loads directly into your TradingView account. Your screen's going to look exactly like my screen. Okay, if you have any questions or need support with that, my email is right there inside of that thread. That's just the trading indicator tab there in the Discord. But when it comes to the selling strategy, right, we have 2 selling strategies. So again, everybody wants to talk about a buying strategy all the time. What's the best way to buy? What's the best way to buy? I think just as importantly, we need to know when to sell, right? So it's important to have both a buying strategy and a selling strategy. So our selling strategy, the first one, is that we want to sell a big red dot in the red zone on the daily chart. Okay, so just like I was just talking about the zones, where we want to sell is the red dots in the red zone. We don't care about these red dots in the golden zone, right? We care about the red dots in the red zone. And you can see Ethereum's up here in the red zone. So it could definitely break out here and go into this parabolic move that everybody's hoping for. But typically, we're not looking to take trades in the red zone. Okay, we never want to buy when an asset is in the red zone. Okay, we want to buy an asset like Axel here that has yet to get to the red zone. Okay, because the red zone is part of our target. So if Axel here, which is the first name I'll be covering here today, if that goes up to the red zone, that's 129% gain. Okay, if Ethereum goes up to the top of its red zone, okay, that's a 7% gain. So with our strategy, we would rather buy something like Axel than Ethereum here. Because again, we were buying Ethereum back here at 2,200, guys. I sold my Ethereum right here around 4,000. Okay, I made 80% on the trade. Okay, and again, we're traders. We're not long-term holders. We are swing traders. We have targets, and when we hit our target, we want to be willing to take profits. Okay, you cannot be scared to sell if you guys are going to trade the markets. You can't be scared to take some profits off. If you're up 60, 70% on a trade, normally a good time to take some off the table. So part of our selling strategy, and again, if you don't have a selling strategy, I don't know how you can trade, because you won't know where to sell. You're just going off of your emotions, and eventually that's going to get the best of you. We use data, we use logic, and we use indicators here to do the work for us, right? We're humans. We're capable of making errors based off of emotion. These indicators take all the emotion out of trading. Okay, trading is hard because it is an emotional thing to do, right? But when you have indicators and you have a strategy that works, you have that confidence to place your trades. I had no problem taking profits on Ethereum right here at around 4,000 because I entered at 2,200, right? We want to enter in the golden zones. When we're in the red zone, okay, typically this is when people are very excited to buy, right? We get up here, people are really excited. Warren Buffett says it best. You want to buy when people are fearful, sell when they're greedy. So when everyone's super excited about something, that means they're probably greedy, right? People are very excited. In times of excitement, right, they call it the mania phase. That is where we want to be taking profits. We want to buy down here when everyone's talking crap about Ethereum, right? Everyone was hating on Ethereum down here. It's the worst asset. It's dead. Nothing's going to happen, right? It's a piece of crap, okay? And then what happened? Boom. Now everybody's talking about Ethereum again. And again, we were buying down here, right? We were buying down here in this area where we should have been buying. So that's sell strategy number one. And then sell strategy number two. So we have two different sell strategies. And sell strategy number two is we sell when that stochastic RSI on the monthly chart. Okay, the first one was for the daily chart. This one is for the monthly chart. Okay, so what we do on sell strategy number two is we look at the stochastic RSI. Okay, the stochastic RSI, let me go to the monthly chart here, is the light blue line on our trading indicator. Okay, this is a momentum indicator. Okay, so just like how it topped out here at the white dotted line in 2024, topped out around 3,800, and then it sold off to 1,300. It topped out back here in 2021, about 4 years ago, around 3,500 to 4,000. It ended up selling all the way off here to 1,000. So that is just a sell strategy. You can see Ethereum's getting really close to the white dotted line. So I would say Ethereum right now needs to hold on to $4,000. I mean, if you're in Ethereum, I would just set a stop loss right there at 4,000. If we break out here over 5,000 and go to $7,000, $8,000, $9,000, $10,000, guys, these altcoins, I mean, people really, they're just not prepared. If that is what's going to happen here, which it's looking more and more like it, I mean, you're going to see some of these altcoins just absolutely go insane. Okay, one thing I want to talk about real quick before we enter here into the charts. One last thing, okay, that's our sell strategy and our buy strategy. You guys are familiar with that. Those trading rules are over here in the Discord. If you guys are new, you guys can review those. I highly recommend you guys have a strategy before you guys get started with investing. If you don't want to use our strategy, you could totally come up with your own strategy yourselves. But this has been proven and tested over me trading the markets for 8 years, and I have found so much success in it, and you're seeing a lot of people inside the Discord who have also found a lot of success. It takes patience to be a swing trader, right? We're 1 to 6 months out on all our investments. We're not buying and selling the next day or buying and selling the next week. We are buying and holding for a 1 to 6 month period. And you're going to see how that plays out as we go into these. I also have a free trading course over here for you, for those of you that are new. So I'd highly recommend checking out that free trading course over there. I also have an options course that's a little more advanced for people if you guys want to learn how to trade options. So with that being said, I wanted to talk about something really quick before we got into these charts. So coinmarketcap.com is a great place to look at like a fear and greed index, the total market cap, and the total market cap is what I want to talk about here today. So this is think of it as like an ETF. So this is the total market cap of cryptocurrency. What that means is that is like adding up the market cap, right? If you guys don't know what market cap is, it is the total market value of a cryptocurrency circulating supply. Market cap is the current price times circulating supply. So pretty much it's how much money is tied up in an asset, right? So the coin of Bitcoin is worth $2.4 trillion. Okay, so $2.4 trillion out of 4.2 million is about 59%. Okay, stick with me here. So the total market cap right now of everything put together, right? I'm talking about if you added up Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, BNB, Solana, Doge, if you added up all of their market caps, okay, if you added up all of their market caps and put it into one chart, it would be this chart right here. This is the total market cap. So this tells us how much money is inside of the crypto markets. Okay, and you can see at the top of the page here, it's $4.2 trillion are tied up in cryptocurrency. Okay, $4.2 trillion total is the total amount of US dollar, okay, tied up in cryptocurrency. So today, it just hit an all-time high. Okay, it hit an all-time high, meaning there is more money in crypto now than there ever has been before. So what I think is going to happen is we're going to make a run up to 4 trillion or 5 trillion. And I think, obviously, the more money that comes in, if they're going to add $1 trillion into the markets, okay, that is obviously going into coins like Bitcoin and Ethereum and XRP, which obviously is going to cause the price of these coins to go up. So the more money that flows in to the crypto markets, the higher these prices are going to be, right? If you're buying good quality assets, obviously. So I just thought that was very interesting today. It hit a new all-time high, meaning there is more money in crypto now than there ever has been before. So let's go ahead and dive into these charts. How's everybody doing today? Richard, what's going on? James, ignore the bugs. What's going on, brother? Oscar, fabulous. Trade flows. Tammy, welcome. Welcome. Tammy is now a YouTube Spartan. Welcome. Rev, thank you, brother. God bless you. Okay, so let's go ahead and dive into these charts, guys. I will be watching the chat here, so if you guys have questions or anything, feel free to drop them here live on the chat or drop them down in the comment section below. I read every single comment on YouTube, so yeah, let's go ahead and dive right in. If we can get this video, guys, to 300 likes on the video by, let's just say, next Monday, I'll go ahead and give away 100 XRP. So if you're watching the live, smash the like. If you're watching the replay, smash the like. If we can get up to 300 likes, I will gladly give away 100 XRP, just like we have over here many times inside of the Discord. So smash the like, and let's go ahead and dive into the charts, baby. The first one is going to be this is Axlar. So they actually have a partnership with XRP. I bought this one. I did some fundamental research on it. I really like it here. It's got the green monthly dot showing up here. I still think this is a very underrated project. You can see where it's bouncing right now. It's bouncing where we bounced back here in 2023, 2 years ago, okay, before we went from 32 all the way up here to $3. Okay, if we go back to $3 from here, you're talking about a 750% gain. Okay, and this is a very interesting project. I've done my research. I'm not going to get into the fundamentals, but the technicals are very strong. Still an absolute buyer here at of AXL. This is a crypto. I bought it on Coinbase, and I love it. You got the green dot there yesterday, and it's up 5% today. So our target on that first target is going to be anywhere from 60 to 70. We're always using that red zone as our target. So I'm going to make a favorites list for you guys today. So this is going to be the watch list favorites for October 3rd. I got that watch list right here. Okay, so we're going to add these names. So I got the green list, right? We're going over all these names. Some of them might look like good setups. Some of them look like great setups. Some of them might not have very good setups. Okay, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a favorites list, and then I will be sharing that with you guys over here in the Discord as well. So AXL is definitely on the list. You can see we got the watch list. I posted that a couple days ago, so I always update you guys on the watch list and the names that we're watching. And today, this watch list will be dropped over there in the Discord. Snapchat. Guys, I've made a couple videos on this stock because I am just very excited about it. Okay, I have a really big position on it. Not a really big position. It's turning into a big position because of how much it's gone up. You can see I'm up 128% on the options that we bought a little over a month ago. And I think it has a lot of room to go. Okay, one thing I'm really noticing here on Snapchat, guys, if you zoom out here, okay, if you zoom out of the chart, okay, let me just go ahead and hide the fib really quick, okay? So look at what are you guys looking at right now? What can you guys see right here? Okay, what can you guys see? Big, massive volume coming in, guys. Huge volume. That volume influx is massive, okay? This isn't retail investors buying the stock. This is institutional volume that we're looking at right here. This is massive, massive volume. So, and Snapchat, guess what it did? It gave a green monthly dot today. That was called out in the Discord today. Okay, so this is my number one stock, guys. My number one stock for October. Snapchat gave us one at 6:30 a.m. this morning. We got 4 monthly alerts going off today. Okay, you love to see it, man. You had a couple yesterday, but Snapchat just for the volume reason, guys, I mean, this is follow the smart money, okay? Follow the smart money, okay? This is not little retail investors buying. This is big money. This is big hedge fund, insider trading, right? Somebody loading up, somebody with a lot of money buying a lot of shares at these levels, okay? So I am very bullish on Snapchat. Target on that's going to be 12 to 14, but that one could go much higher. And that one got the green dot literally today as we are making this video. That came in this morning. Cure we called out back here in September. So I just want to point out too, guys, these are actually the names that I'm holding in my watch list right now. So these are actually in my portfolio. I have positions on these first like 20. And then these ones down here that we're going to get to, these are ones I don't yet have positions on, but I am looking to take positions on. I just want to be clear. So right now we're going over the names that I currently have positions on, and I'm currently holding. So Cure is also one we called out right here in September at around $80. And you can see how that one is exploding here this week. Target on that's up here in the red zone between 130 and 140. This is the healthcare ETF that we played. So if you guys are not familiar with what an ETF is, I would recommend looking it up on Google, but it stands for a, crap, I can't even think of the word now. An equitable, oh shoot. I'm embarrassing myself. I can't even think of what the definition is right now, but pretty much it's a number of names stored into one, okay, it's an exchange-traded fund. Okay, and an exchange-traded fund is an investment type that holds a basket of assets, like stocks, bonds, commodities, and traded on the stock exchange like individual stocks. So when I buy Cure, the ETF, it's like I'm buying multiple companies. I'm not just buying UNH or just PFE or just MRK, right? I'm buying all of them at once by just buying Cure. So I hope that makes sense. What's going on, Whittaker? Tammy, how you doing? So Cure, again, target would be up here in the red zone. So we're buying and we're holding this till we get a red dot, right, in the red zone, just like we talked about with our strategy. So we have a ways to go to the red zone, and I think this breakout is just starting. I've been telling you guys that healthcare stocks have been beaten up for a very long time. You can see how this sold off from 140 all the way down to 64. That kind of a sell-off, we should be licking our chops. Okay, the last time we got a green dot with a wave down here was back in December 2023, literally at the same price at $90, and it went up to 145. Okay, we sold off over the last 2 years, and now we're curling back up. So I'm very bullish on healthcare stocks. You'll see a lot of those in today's video, but Cure is the one I went ahead and decided to play just because it's easier to buy an ETF than it is to pick random healthcare stocks. So target on that still 130 to 140. WLK, this is Westlake Corporation. They're a materials company. They also got the green dot right here at around 80. I believe the entry on this we bought this right here September 30th at $76. It's up to 82. Nice move today, up 3%. And we're targeting, again, up here in the red zone. So our target is 140. If that goes back to the red zone from where we sit today, that's a 73 all the way up to 81% move. Okay, and again, price always retracts to the red zone. Okay, so I'm very bullish on WLK too. That's a home builder materials company. Huge company, okay? So we're saying this thing's going to go back to 140 to 150. We're willing to wait 1 to 6 months for us to get back up here, okay? So when we get this signal, okay, we want to make sure that we're in a golden zone, just like we got down here, okay? And then our timeline for us to come back up here is 1 to 6 months. So I really like this company as well. I want to be diversified into the home builder ETF, or the home builder sector, because I think home builders are going to do well over the next couple of years as rates come down. And obviously, as stocks and stuff start going up, because when stocks go up and crypto goes up, when we get to the top of the market, we need to sell our assets and we need to buy, more secure assets, things like real estate and investing them into high yield savings accounts, so on and so forth. We're not holding these assets forever. That's not our strategy. We are trading these assets. Okay, when WLK gets back up here, we're going to sell. I still think that one's a buy, but your buying opportunity came here on the 30th. Okay, now it's already up 7% off of that signal. So we want to buy the day of the green dot as long as the monthly is green. And you got that signal there, like I said, right there on Tuesday. So I really like that name. Pinlink is another one. This is a newer coin. I went over this on Wednesday's stream. If you guys want to learn more about Pinlink, this is a very new coin, very new crypto. It just came out back here in December, and I really like the project. Target on that's $2. That's sitting at 50 cents right now. Riz is another one. Very low market cap play. These are like home run balls. These are like grand slams. We're swinging for the fences on these two. Okay, and also Chirp. Chirp's another low market cap crypto. All three of these, and I got a couple other ones too, like Tonic. Okay, these are like very new projects, very low market cap plays in the crypto sector, but I've done my fundamental research on all of them, and I like them for fundamental reasons, not necessarily technical reasons. But Riz here, R-I-Z, we did a giveaway on this on Wednesday's stream as well. It went all the way up here to 0.006 back in June, and it's back down here to 0.0016. So if it goes back to these levels here at 0.006 during this altcoin explosion, okay, that's a 267% move. Okay, and again, this thing just came out in February, so it's a very new project. I currently have mine staked on their website. Not going to go over that. I went over that on Wednesdays as well, but they pay an APY, and PinLink also pays a very large APY for just holding it on their platform. Chirp, this is just another low market cap play. Technicals look good down here at 5 cents. I still like it. This thing was up here at 17 cents back in May. I still like that project. Tonic, same thing. Had this big jump up here, and then it sold all the way off. You got some green dots down here in September. This one's building the base down here. I think this one's going to explode to the upside as well here in this altcoin season. So all of these coins here have under a $10 million market cap, besides PinLink. So they're like penny stocks, penny stocks when it comes to crypto. They're very high risk, high reward plays. Okay, so I don't have a lot invested into each one. Besides PinLink, I have a pretty big position on Riz as well. But these two I don't have that big of a position on. But these are all like home run balls for me. Home run balls. Okay, the rest of my trades are mostly just trying to hit singles, right? Trying to just boom. Okay, but sometimes you find projects that you like that are new that nobody knows about yet. And those are the ones that have potential to go, right, 1,000%, 2,000%. And those would be those four right there. There's another one here too, which is VVS. VVS is also a low cap play. So these four names here are very low cap plays. And I'm going to go ahead and actually put WLK back on the favorites list. I'm going to put PinLink on there as well. I like PinLink. Riz, obviously, I love Riz here. Chirp looks okay. Tonic looks okay. Near is another one sitting at above 3 now. Again, we got this signal back here in September around 240, 250. And again, we're just buying and we're holding it till it gets back up here to 5 to 6. If this one goes back to $5-6, you're talking about a 100% move. I really like Near here still as well. You missed the green dot, it looks like yesterday, but it's still sitting right around the same price at $3. So I think Near is going to absolutely explode here into the end of the year. Look how the chart's just curling up here. We had this big sell-off over the last 8 months, and now we're curling up. Okay, same thing here, curling up. So get ready, folks. Get ready. Get ready. Rain says he bought a big bag of WLK on the dip. Nice, dude. Yeah, that was a money signal right there. I think that one's going to do very well. I think WLK is going to do very well. Yeah, Near looks good too. Near looks really good. RSR, another newer project here, has quite a big market cap. We're just targeting that one up there at 0.015 still. You had the green dot back here at around 0.005. It went up 23, 24% off of that signal. So still got a lot of room to go as well. Did I put Near on the favorites? I like Near a lot. NVO, this one's on my favorites list as well here. Target on that still up there between 110 and 130. I took a position on this. I believe it was Wednesday. So if you guys want to follow along with my trades, you guys can get access to those over here in the Overkill trade section. I did sell my Coinbase today for around a $7,000 gain. We made about 22% on that trade. You can see Snapchat's up 124%. We're up $14,000 on that so far. Yeah, GoodRx had a nice day. But I did buy the NVO somewhere in here. Westlake. Yeah, we bought Westlake at WLK at around 78. I don't know where that NVO trade is, but it's over there somewhere. I call out all my buys, all my sells. We took a position on Octa today. I'll talk about that. But NVO, again, you just look at the monthly. What did it just do over the last 2 years? It sank from 150 to 49. So if I'm going to come over here and I'm going to look at this chart, right, where do you think we are right now on NVO? Okay, this is a drug maker. They're a healthcare company, and again, I've been advocating for healthcare companies over the last couple of months because their charts look like this. They've gone straight down. Okay, that doesn't mean they're going to go away because, again, they still make $12 billion a quarter. They're still massive companies, right? And look what we got. Green monthly dot here in October. Okay, the second I saw that, I took a position. So now I'm buying and holding till we get up here, which could take 1 month, it could take 2 months, it could take 3 months, it could take 6 months. That is the typical time frame we're shooting for off of these green dots here on the monthly chart. So again, looking at this, I would say we're down here. Okay, I would say everybody who was holding up here on NVO is now out, right? They panic sold, they're done, they're over it. They're not thinking about it anymore. But us, okay, that green monthly dot, that comes right there. That green dot comes right there. Okay, boom. Woohoo! Coming out of despair now. We're coming out of despair here on NVO. So I'm still very bullish on this. We would be looking to buy any and every green dot from here on out. That signal came right there. That's when I entered. I think it was on Wednesday at around 57. And again, our target is just up in the red zone, guys. We're waiting for price to come back to the red zone. Okay, we're waiting to go on this parabolic run. Okay, back up to here is 100% trade. Over 100% trade if this thing rebounds. And this is a very big pharmaceutical company. That's 130% if NVO goes back to the red zone. I'm willing to wait 1 to 6 months. I'm willing to wait 12 months. Okay, to get that kind of a return, because you don't see that in real estate or other things. FI, this is, I don't know how to say the stock's name, to be honest with you. Looks like they grew 8.5% in revenue over the last 2 years. This stock is another one that's just been hit very, very hard. So it's gotten annihilated. It doesn't have the green monthly yet, but we have something also called a golden dot. So the golden dots, we treat like a monthly dot. So whenever you see a golden dot on the daily chart, that is also a buy and hold for 1 to 6 months signal. It's also a swing trade signal. We have a dots and signals thing over here that tells you how to trade these alerts. Dots, right? A daily green dot is buy and hold for 1 to 6 months. A monthly alert is buy and hold for 1 to 6 months. Okay, so that golden dot, we kind of treat that like a monthly dot. And fee, when we got that golden dot, I took the trade. And again, we're waiting till it gets back up here to 220 to 240. I still like that one as well. SQQQ, this is a short. This is how to short the QQQs. So I'm shorting the tech sector here simply because things are very overheated, right? PLTR way up there right now. Microsoft, MSFT, right? Very far up here in the red zone. Okay, all these names are they've ran very hot over the last year, right? You look at the QQQ sector, okay, everything's gone straight up. I mean, we're way up on the year. Okay, I hope the rally continues, but I want some protection to the downside. So when you buy SQQQ, that's like saying that the tech sector is going to go down. So it's a way to short the market. So I have a small position on just in case tech does decide to sell off really hard. You can see how it can run up really fast. So this is just a short on the market, okay? I'm just short just in case. It's like having insurance in case, right, tech does go the other way. I don't have a lot of tech names in my portfolio. I have Snapchat. I guess you could count Okta as a tech. But other than that, I got healthcare and altcoins. That's all I'm holding right now, healthcare stocks and altcoins. Okay, because I think those are the two sectors that are going to perform the best here going into the end of the year. Here's S. This is Sentiment One. This is a cybersecurity company. So this one also does not have the green dot on the monthly. So what we're doing is we're anticipating it here. We're saying, okay, we're down here at the bottom, right? We haven't broken below $16. So by us taking a trade here, anticipating the monthly, we're thinking that that's going to probably come here this month or next month. And I really like the financials of this company. You can see they're making around $242 million a quarter. We're just buying it down here, waiting for it to come back up to 26 to 28. Again, cybersecurity, in my opinion, is going to be one of the biggest sectors over the next 5 years. With all the AI and all the crypto and everything like that, these cybersecurity companies, in my opinion, are going to grow like crazy. And S is kind of a under the radar one of those. I think one of you guys called this out on a chart request video, and I really like the chart. So I'm still holding this, again, just targeting 28 to 26. That one actually had a green dot today, so I would actually put that one in the favorites. DJT, this is probably my second favorite stock for October. Snapchat's probably number one. DJT's number two. DJT also doesn't have the green dot yet, but look how deep the wave is. Okay, you look at Bitcoin. Again, when this wave is down here, this is when you want to be looking to add. Because this is when everybody's sleeping on DJT right now, in my opinion. Okay, everybody, in my opinion, is sleeping on DJT. If you guys don't know, this is Trump's media and technology company. They're going to be a huge crypto company. They just launched their own DeFi token, World Liberty Financial. All that is tied up in this stock. So, and they actually own the 15th most, I think it's the 10th or the 15th most Bitcoin out of any company. So they're like a crypto holdings company. They're going to have ETFs and things like that. And again, just for how sold off it is, I want to buy the crap out of it. Because again, it was back here at $80 last year. It hit $80 in March of last year. Okay, so we're buying it down here, and we're waiting till it gets back up here to $40 to $50. If that thing goes back to the red zone, okay, you're talking about 178% move on DJT. So I got a really big bag of DJT. DJT is probably my second largest holding as of right now. GoodRx, that one had a nice move there off of $4, went up to $5.50, sold off. We're still targeting 7 to 8, another healthcare name there. I still like that one. BLDR, this is another one we took a position on Monday. That came right there at 117. We're up quite a bit, up to 130. Again, still just holding and targeting that one to 190 to 200. That's another home builder stock. So home builder stocks, altcoins, and healthcare companies right now, in my opinion, are going to be, those are the best sectors to be in my opinion, with where the charts are. Okay. Donut, we're still holding this one up here to 10 to 12. This is Krispy Kreme. That one's still a hold. I think we got in at that one around 320, 330. ARB still got some room to go back up to 70 to 80. Target hanging on to 90 like a champ. Okay, it's still just hanging on. It's got a red dot showing up. So if it can hang on to like $85, these lows right here, it's fine. Our target is still 150 to 160 on this one as well. Chainlink's getting closer and closer to that red zone. We're looking for the red dot here on the daily chart to take some profits. Okay, looks like it's reversing though. Okay, up above $20, Chainlink looks very, very strong. Up above 20, Chainlink is very, very strong here. The buyers are in control. So what we're looking for this weekend is a breakout pretty much over $26. If that happens, this is going to go probably back to 40 to 50. My target to sell Chainlink is around $40. That's my first target at least. That's going to be above the red zone. I just think this company is going to go crazy as money continues to flow into crypto. In my opinion, it's the best cryptocurrency out there in regards to fundamentals and utility. So actual use of the asset. It's not just a meme coin. It's not just a random pump and dump. It is a legit company. That's how I view Chainlink. And the whole financial system that's getting put into play here is built on it. So I think Chainlink is going to be around for a very long time, and I'm still holding that one strong. That one is my largest position, and we were actually buying Chainlink down here at $12 back in June, and still hold a pretty big bag. I think I've sold around 30 to 40% of my Chainlink so far that I bought back down here. Probably close to 40% of it, and I've rolled it into some of these other names because, again, I was up. I think my average cost is like 14, so up here I was up 93%. So I doubled my money on it, sold around 40 to 50%, and now I'm rolling it into other companies, right? Other names like NVO that are down here given a green dot here on the monthly, right? Because I think these ones are going to grow as well. So Chainlink still my largest position, but I reduced it by quite a bit over the last couple of weeks. Okta, I took this trade today. Again, you guys can follow all my trades over here over Overkill Trades. I don't trade a lot. Today I think I put on 2 trades, right? It's not an everyday thing. I trade probably 2 to 3 times a week. I'll place a buy or I'll sell. Okay, when something hits my target, obviously I'm going to sell. I did sell some Coinbase today. So if you look at Coin, okay, I sold it right here at around 380. Okay, I'm anticipating that red dot coming, but we're already in the red zone. Okay, we were buying it down here at like 309. So that was a nice little trade. Can it go to 440, $500? Yes, but again, not worried about that. Okay, I'm taking my profits when we get into the zone because that is what the strategy says to do. So as long as we're buying down here and not up here, we're gonna win. Okay, in the end. And I hope Coinbase keeps going here. It's probably gonna hit 400 next week, but I was happy with that 23% move on Coinbase. So I rolled some of it into Okta. So the reason I like Okta, and I know we don't have a green monthly dot yet, but you can see it's pulled back for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 5 months. And you can see we got a green candle forming here, which means buyers are stepping in here at these prices. I really like this one. Another cybersecurity company here. It's been consolidating for a very long time. I like the sideways action. Okay, the sideways action is not a bad thing. It's nothing to be scared of. We're just going sideways. We're not having any crazy moves to the upside, crazy moves to the downside. Everything's calm, right? No one's talking about it. Nobody cares about it. It had a big run up here to 127 back in May, and then it sold off from 127 all the way down here to 86. So I'm actually playing the weekly alert on this one. I really like the weekly chart on this. So as long as this holds this low right here at 87, okay, it looks really good. Okay, I think that one's going to curl and go back up. Okay, so I'll be looking to sell that one once it gets back up here to the red zone, but that trade did just get taken today. And we got Aerodome Finance. Got a MACD cross on this one. We got a few dots on this one around $1. So you were buying this thing at $1 if you guys were playing these signals. It's now at 117. That's a 17% move off that signal. And this one is still very, very strong here above $1. I would set a stop loss here at 98 cents and let that puppy ride. Okay, I'd be looking to sell this one on the next daily dot or the next weekly dot. I think this one's going to get a weekly signal here pretty soon. So the higher the time frame with the dots, guys, the reason we focus on the monthly is because the monthly dots are the most accurate because there's the most data in the chart. You can see this green dot came right here in December at $79. It went all the way up to 130. It pulled back. Okay, now we're just waiting for the next one to print. So Aerodome Finance, a very new project, but one of the biggest projects on the Coinbase blockchain called Base. Aerodome Finance, very strong fundamentals, and I think this one's going to explode here in October. I have a short position on SoFi. I'm shorting SoFi here because I think it's going to go down. I think it's going to correct. Look how far up this thing's gone. So when a stock goes like this, straight up and to the right, I mean, it just doesn't even hesitate to come down. That's where I look to short. So we shorted this one right here in this area, and we're looking for this thing to sell off probably down here to like $17 to $20. So if you guys don't know what shorting is, I bought puts on it. If you guys don't know what puts are, I'd recommend coming over here and watching the options course. Okay, taking the options course here. This is going to teach you how to buy and sell options. Okay, it's going to teach you how to short the market. It's going to teach you how to long the market. Because when markets go down, we still want to be able to make money. And we do that by buying options, by buying puts on assets that have gone straight up. Okay, if something's way up, there most likely is going to be profit taking. Okay, especially on SoFi here. Because again, this thing is up from the bottom here at $8 when this thing called the bottom back here in April when everyone was freaking out about tariffs, right? It's up 244% in literally 5 months, 5 or 6 months. So up 250% in 6 months. Those people that were buying down here are probably going to be taking profits up here. So we want to be shorting up here. Okay, we want to be shorting it down. Okay, so that's what we're doing there on SoFi. So that's everything I'm currently holding, guys. Again, I update you guys on my portfolio pretty much every day over there in the Discord. So so far we got the favorites. The favorites are going to be these ones so far. So again, I'm going to be sharing this favorites list with you guys here after the stream. So we got ACHR. So again, this one had the green monthly dot pop off today, but just because it's green on the monthly doesn't mean we're going to chase the trade, right? We want to buy the green monthly dots when they're down here in the golden zone. Okay, this one's up here in the red zone. So we do not take trades on stuff in the red zone. We want to sell the red dots in the red zone. So we're already at our target. So just because it gave us that signal doesn't mean we're going to go long. It doesn't mean it can't break out and go to 16 to 18. But with our strategy, if we're targeting the red zone and we're already in the red zone, we're already at our target. Does that make sense? Okay, you can see how NVO, right, has a monthly, okay, down here. Is it in the red zone, though? No, it's not. Okay, it's in the golden zone. So NVO is one we want to play. ACHR, I'm glad that it's green, but it's in the red zone. So we're just not looking to take a position on that one. HUM, got a green dot here today. Green on the monthly, another healthcare name. That one looks okay. Got a little room to go back there to 320. IMX is looking really good. I made a TikTok on this today. That's got the green dot on the daily right now, and it has a green dot on the monthly. Okay, we called this monthly one out in July at around 50 cents. Okay, and it went up to $1. That was a 100% move. Okay, and then it sold off from a dollar. It sold off. It hit $1. It sold off to 60 cents. You're getting the signal here on IMX. That one's on the favorites list. OL, I can't say your name, says, what's your win rate? So I'm going to say anywhere from 80 to 85%. Win rate always depends on how long you're willing to hold. It always depends on how long you are willing to hold. your win rate. If you're buying a monthly dot and you're selling it the next day, well, you're not following the strategy. If you're willing to wait 1 to 6 months off of these alerts, I think it's anywhere from 80 to 85%. Could even be 90%. And if you're willing to wait a year or 2 years, right, your win rate's going to go up. So your win rate's always going to depend on how long you're willing to hold. Okay, if you're buying, for example, on NVO here, if you're buying this stock off the green monthly at, say, let's just say $59, and it sells off back to 50 tomorrow or on Monday, and you sell, well, you lost. Okay, you don't lose until you sell, right? You don't lose on a trade until you sell. So if you're doing that, then obviously your win rate's going to go way down. But if you're willing to wait 1 to 6 months till it comes back up here, like I said, I think the win rate of this strategy is anywhere from 80 to 85%. There's no real way to calculate that exactly, but what I will say is the longer you're willing to hold off of the alerts, meaning the longer you're willing to hold on, even if it sells off, right? Even if it goes down for a couple days, the longer you're willing to hold, the higher the win rate's going to be. Okay. Warren Buffett says the markets are created to transfer money from the active people, right? The day traders, the people that are buying and selling every single day, to the patient. Okay. We are part of the patient people. Okay. Patience is a virtue, not just in trading, but everything in life. Okay. So again, win rate's all going to depend on how long you are willing to hold. Zcash, what a move. What a move. Okay. We got this green dot right here at 44. It went all the way up to 170. I'm telling you guys, altcoins, pretty soon, every altcoin chart's going to look like this. I personally would be taking profits on Zcash here. If it goes to $200-300, fine. But we're already up 228%. Okay, we'll take that all day long. So if you want to play the continuation, I just use a stop loss right there at 120. But I'm taking profits on Zcash there. Okay, that move already happened. Again, the signal was called out right here. You got one right here in September at 40. You also got one right here in May at around 44. So again, 200%, that's more than what we're shooting for here on this channel. Okay, 100%, 80 to 100% is typically our target for these moves. And this one just went off for 225. Yeah, talk about the Ripsky. CNC, this one looks pretty good. That one's got a monthly green dot. Another healthcare company here. That'll go in the favorites list. Again, it's got the green monthly, and it's down here inside of the golden zone. So our target's 70 to 80. I like that one. Aptos, we talked about this. I dropped a TikTok on it yesterday. That's going to go in the favorites list as well. Why? Look what we got showing up in October, folks. Look at it. Look at it. Green dot on the monthly here at 5. I think that was actually called out. Well, we got the green daily right there around 430. So it's probably called out around 450. And target on that's up there between $8 and $10. But I still think that one has a lot of room to go. Again, you're just now seeing the green dot on the monthly show up. That's when we want to enter. If you can get in the day of the monthly dot, right, or a few days prior or afterwards, right, with a target when we still have a lot of room to go back up here to $8 to $10, you're doing it right. Okay, could it sell off back to $5? Yes, but who cares? If our target's up here between 9 and 10, it doesn't matter. And that one has the monthly, so that one's on the favorites list. You got TMO, Thermo Fisher, another one we called out here in August, right there at 450. And look at it go, ripping. Okay, healthcare stocks are ripping. Okay, target on this is going to be up here at 600. That is where I would sell TMO. STLA. STLA, this one's got some room to go as well, back up here to 14 to 16. INJ also got some room here. Okay, got the green dot there on the monthly. This one still looks very strong here. We got the daily green right there on Monday at $12, and it's pumping all the way up to 24, guys. And if you guys want these alerts, by the way, you guys can get them over here in the Discord under the trade alerts section. So we call them out the second that they pop up. So obviously, if you're in the Discord and you're watching, you guys can get these in real time. Okay, we get the monthly, the weekly, the daily, the 4-hour, okay, all the sell alerts right over here inside the Discord. I have a whole layout on how to trade these as well. If you guys cannot see the trade alerts, it's because you're not a member yet. Okay, you guys can become a member and get access to everything that we do here for $4 a month right now. Okay, that's less than a Starbucks coffee a month. You guys can get full access to all of these alerts. Yeah, I still like STX. I just rolled it. I sold the STX and rolled it into Pinlink. I just think Pinlink has a lot more growth potential than STX. So I sold my OP and my STX for Pinlink. I just really like this project. Jeff in the Discord pointed this out. Shout out to Jeff. And I did my research on it, and I really like the project. So I sold STX and OP to buy it, and that's what happened. I still like STX. It just doesn't have the green monthly yet. It showed up for a second, but it went away. I still really like it. It's still very good looking chart. Okay, it looks like it's going to curl here very, very soon. So I just wanted to buy something else. So in order to buy something else, I had to sell something, and I chose to sell STX and OP. Here's Diamondback Energy, another energy company, oil and gas company. This one looks good. I think it's only the matter of time before these oil and gas companies break out here. Target on that's up there between 190 to 200. JB Hutt. It's a transportation company. I think they do the trucking stuff. We actually need the green monthly on that. We got this green monthly back here in July. It's sitting at the same price the July one came at 137. I still like it. Still looking for 180 to 190 there. JetBlue looks okay. Target on that still 7 to 8. Is JetBlue green on the monthly? Yes, it is. I don't know. I don't know too much about JetBlue. I'm actually going to take this one off my watch list because I have other airline companies that I'm more familiar with. Sezzle. That one has sold off really hard over the last 3 months, and it's finding a bottom right here at 80. So up above $80, I think this one looks really good. Okay, would just be playing the green dots. You got one yesterday. Target on that would be 160 to 180. Here's Nail. We nailed Nail right here on Monday. We called that out on Monday at 71. It's at 77 now with a lot of room to go back up here to 160. So just like I was talking about Cure is that healthcare ETF. Nail is a home builder ETF. So this is like investing into the home builder sector. And again, I think home builders are going to do very well over the coming years because the when rates go down, when the Fed's cutting rates, that means it's easier and cheaper for home builders to build homes, and it's cheaper for consumers to buy newly built homes. So you can see how the chart's up and to the right? We got the monthly signal. We already traded this one back here in August. We bought it at 60, and it went up to 100. And you can see how it's pulled back from 100 down to 70, and now it's starting to curl back up. So I really like Nail for next week too. That looks good. So far, here's the favorites for today, guys. And again, I'm going to drop this for you guys over here in the Discord. Again, we're just reviewing our green list here like we do every Friday. If you guys are new to the channel, smash that like on the video. If we can get this video to 300 likes by Monday, 300 likes on the video by Monday, I will go ahead and give away 100 XRP. 100 XRP to somebody in the Discord. Zillow. Zillow's got a green dot here on the daily. Not my favorite looking chart. Coinbase, I told you guys I sold this one today around 380. I just chose to take my profits. I got in right here around 309. I think it's going to keep going probably to $500, but I did cash it out because, again, we're up in the red zone here. So it's ran really hard. I hope it keeps going, but I decided to take some off the table on that just because of how fast it's moved over the last 5 days. I mean, in the last 5 days, this thing is up 28%. So we made about 25% on that, and I took the cash and rolled it into something else. Here's Rig. Someone pointed this out to me in an email today. This is one of the largest oil drilling companies in the world. They're called Rig. I added it to the watch list today. I think it looks interesting down here at 3. This thing was all the way up here at $160 in 08, and it's down here at $3. So they're a big oil drilling company in Switzerland. I like it as long as it holds on to $3. I actually like this one. I'm going to put that one on my favorites list too. Thanks for calling it out, by the way. And guys, in case you didn't know, some of my best trades this year have come off your guys' chart requests. So every Wednesday, we do a chart request video over here in the chart request thread. Okay, so we just did one on Wednesday. If you guys want to go watch Wednesdays, that replay is available here on YouTube. But we just covered a bunch of names here on Wednesday. So we do that every Wednesday, and then the chart requests open every single Monday. So on Monday, this thread is going to open up, and then you guys will be able to drop your requests like last week, and we cover those on Wednesday. Okay, and here's the replay for that right there in that chart request thread you guys can get access to. So just know that some of my best trades this year have come off your guys' requests. So again, this channel is not about me. It's not about you. It's about the community. It's about all of us working together, right, to conquer the market. So I'm just here. I might be leading the charge here on YouTube. But again, this is not about me. It's not about you. It's about all of us as a community working together. Here's FCX. This one gave a green dot right here. Looks like on Tuesday at 38. It's sitting at 40. I like it as long as it can hold on to $35. If you're going to trade it, use a stop loss at 35. This is one of the largest copper miners in the world, and it's got a lot of room to go to 48 to 52. DHI, this is another home builder. A little too close to the red zone here. I decided to play BLDR. This is another home builder stock. Again, I like the fact that it's sold off for 10 days in a row. I love that. Right down to the golden zone. We got in on this dot right here on Tuesday, and we're already up a pretty good amount. And again, got a lot of room to go. So I'd rather buy BLDR. I would rather buy BLDR than, what was the one we were just looking at? DR Horton. Okay, that one's right here. So DR Horton is a little too close to the red zone. And I talked about this on Wednesday's stream. If you go to the top of the red zone, if you measure this, that's a 12% gain. I can't get out of bed for 12%, guys. It does not excite me. But if you come over here to the BLDR, right, same kind of company, home builder company, and you measure this one to the red zone, right, the further away from the red zone, the better. Okay, let's measure that. That's 56%. Right, I can kick my sheets over. I can put my socks and shoes on and get up for 56%. But for 12%, no, thank you. So we called DR Horton out. That was back here in July. That was around 125 to 128. So we called this one out back here at 128, right in this area. Okay, right here when we got that signal on the monthly. This one right here. Okay, that's where we were buying DHI. Okay, right here in the golden zone. Okay, beautiful move up. Pull back. This thing could just curl up and keep going. It very well could, but a little too close to the red zone. Not my favorite for next week. AZN up at the red zone. We'd be taking profits. LTC, we're looking to take profits on the next red dot there on the daily. Lunar actually gave us a signal here today. That one's going to be on the watch list. We got the signal on the... Oh, it went away. Look at... We did get the signal over here, guys, on Lunar. Okay, it popped up at 12:28. So just because a signal pops up, though, does not mean that it's going to stay on the chart. So a dot is never confirmed until the candle closes, meaning we need a new monthly candle in order to confirm the dot. Because when the candle closes and we get a new month, this dot can't be taken away from the chart. But it did pop up here today. Okay, something to take note of. I'm going to take that one out just because it did fade away. But it looks good as long as it can hold on to... it's a very small company. Sorry, I'm going to take this one off. I just don't know too much about it. A little too small of a company. UNH. UNH got the signal there in September at around 320. Okay, a lot of room to go on UNH. Again, I'm playing Cure. I'm playing the Cure ETF rather than picking one individual stock. Yeah, I'd rather buy multiple healthcare companies than buy one, but that one's got a target of 560 to 300. What's up, William? Noah, what's going on, brother? OXY, we'll look at OXY here. OXY's coming up. XOM, another oil and gas company here. ExxonMobil. Got a little room back there to 125. Bitcoin up in the red zone. I hope Bitcoin just destroys. I hope we go into one of these price discovery phases on Bitcoin where we break out over the red zone and we just keep grinding up. That'd be the best thing for the crypto markets, but we're not buying in the red zone, right? We should have been buying right here. That was a little bit out of the red zone at 109, but our trade on Bitcoin was back here at 78, 77. That was back in April. Okay, we're not buying in the red zone. I hope Bitcoin goes to 150, 200, but we're not investing based off of hope. We're investing based off of logic and data. And the data tells us that the best time to buy is in these golden zones, right? In the golden zone, in the golden zone, in the golden zone, and not up here in the red zone. So I hope Bitcoin does well, guys. I'm not hating Bitcoin. I want it to do well, but I would look to sell Bitcoin on the next red dot on it. And we're literally touching resistance as we speak. LCX, this one looks good at 14. Got some room to 25 there. UPS is starting to curl up here. This one looks good as long as it can hold on to 80. This is another stock that's just been absolutely annihilated over the last couple of years, down from 220 all the way down here to 86. We're touching a 5-year low. So you can see we hit the low there in 2020. That was 5 years ago at $80, and we popped all the way up to $230. So I guess it just depends on how you feel about UPS. I heard that they're laying off drivers. They lost their Amazon contract, so they're not, in my opinion, making as much money as they once were. So, yeah, I mean, technically it looks okay. Oxy's still green here on the monthly, so we should be looking for pullbacks. This thing had a big pullback yesterday. I guess they sold some of their debt. They sold its chemical unit OxyChem to Berkshire Hathaway for $9.7 billion. So what they did was they probably just sold more shares to Berkshire Hathaway, which is going to be Warren Buffett's company. So Warren Buffett's company just bought $9.7 billion worth of shares, which caused the stock to sell off 8%. So that's a good little dip there. It's still got pretty good support right there at 42. Target on that's still 52 to 56. Again, this is one of those things I was talking about. If you bought like right in this area and now it's sold off and now you sell, then you lose. But if you hold, right, and wait, you're not going to lose if it comes back up here. So again, trading's all about managing your emotions, guys. And that's why we use indicators, right? That's why we use indicators. We don't want to buy when everyone's excited. We want to buy when everyone's not feeling very good about themselves, okay? Not feeling good about their positions. So the goal is to sell in this range and buy down in here, okay? And that's what we're doing with our indicators. XTZ still looks good. I like this one as well, back to 140. DKNG, this is DraftKings, just sold off huge. See, I love these sell-offs. This is a great sell-off. This thing's down from 48 all the way down to 35. That's a 30% dip over the last 3 weeks. We love that. It is red on the monthly, so we just need to be very, very careful, okay, right here at the $35 level, okay? Looking for the green daily. Watch where that green daily dot comes. You see it has some support in here, but I think these sports gambling companies, I don't think they're going to do very good because there's so many of them now. When DraftKings first came out, it was the only one. Now there's like 7 or 8 of them. So there's just a lot of them, a lot of competition, which takes away from their revenue. Yeah, I trade on Robinhood and Coinbase. That's what I buy stocks and crypto on. So if you want to trade stocks, my favorite platform is Robinhood. So if you come over here to the Discord and go to the trading apps tab, you could get everything that I use. So you can get the Coinbase. You can start your Coinbase account. You can start your Robinhood account right here. You can get TradingView. TradingView is this website here, tradingview.com. So this is what we use to chart. I do not execute trades on TradingView. What I do is I chart. I use it to chart with our trading indicator, which you guys can get right over here in the trading indicator tab. So I use Robinhood for stocks and Coinbase for crypto. I also have a Phantom wallet that I use. This is a decentralized wallet that I use to buy coins that aren't listed on exchanges yet. Coins like Riz, coins like Pinlink, coins like Chirp, coins like Tonic. Okay, those ones that haven't gotten listed on Coinbase yet. So we're getting in before they get listed to beat pretty much all the institutionals to it. So that's what I use. Rose still looks really good. Big fat green dot right there. We love that. Target up there is 8 cents. My pleasure. We'll take some chart requests here after we get through our watch list, guys. Fridays are for the watch list. If you guys have chart requests, you guys can get them in over here in the Discord in the chart request section. We cover those on Wednesday, but I will take some here from the live chat here once we sign off. And again, if we can get this video to 300 likes by Monday, I'll give away 100 XRP. 100 XRP giveaway if we can get the 300 likes on the video. AAL looks good. It's got a red monthly, but that just means we need to watch this support right there at $11. Just American Airlines here. Looks good, actually. I like that one back to 17 to 18. Okay, again, we want to sell in the red zone. Okay, red dots in the red zone are where we're taking profits. This one looks like it's curling back up here. I actually like AAL here. SRPT, nice pop. I guess their drug or something was killing people. I can't really say for sure. That's just what I heard based off my research. To be honest, I'm going to take this one off, guys. I got a lot of healthcare names on here, so I'm going to get rid of that one. GM up in the red zone. We're taking profits on GM. Baidu up in the red zone. We're taking profits. DNR or DRN. This is a real estate ETF. The real estate ETF, just like how we talked about Cure and Nail. Nail was the home builder ETF. Cure was the healthcare ETF. DRN is the real estate ETF that we follow here. Very choppy here, but target on that's going to be up there at 13. AVE looks okay, too close to the red zone. CPB, Campbell Soup. I almost took a position on this today. I did not pull the trigger, but I really like the chart. Okay, Campbell Soup, they actually pay a 5% dividend, and they're down here at 30 bucks. It's sold off really hard over the last year, and we're way down here. Every time we get a green dot down here, it results in a pretty nice trade. Boom, boom. All these green dots back around here, around 35. It went all the way up to 56. Campbell Soup is a very big food company, so I almost bought it today, but I didn't pull the trigger. Target on that would be up there between 47 and 50. That one is on the favorites list today. I just couldn't get myself to pull the trigger on that one. Why not, Oscar? Filecoin has a green dot here on the monthly, so this one's going to be on the favorites list. Again, that has the green dot showing up here in October, right around $2. Yeah, it's a leveraged ETF. Yep. Filecoin's target's up there between 5 and 6. ON. This one looks pretty good. Kind of just too sideways for me, but target on that would be up there at 70. PFE, huge breakout on this one. This is one we called out here in July. Right there around 23. It's up around 20% off of that. Getting closer and closer to the red zone. $30 is my target there on what are we looking at here? Pfizer. But again, another healthcare company. So how we're playing healthcare, if you guys are following our trades, is through that Cure ETF. It's all part of that Cure ETF there. Assad said he took a call spread on CPB. I like it. I think it's a good value name. As tech sells off, you'll see names like CPB do well. LMNT, this is a aerospace, and they also make war equipment. We got that green dot there last month at around 450, and it's pumping up. Target on that's up there at 600. Ethereum's in the red zone, so again, I hope Ethereum goes to 7,000, but hope is not our strategy. Okay? Hope is not our strategy. But it looks like it's going to keep going this weekend. I think this weekend could be very big for alts. We're in the red zone, though. So again, I don't want to buy an altcoin up here in the red zone, right? We want to buy names like Axel, right, that are down here in the golden zone that have a lot of room to run. Ethereum just looks too overbought. Okay, again, we were buying Ethereum back here at 1,800 and also right here at 2,200. FedEx still looks good. FedEx also looks good. Green dot there on the monthly, curling up here. FedEx looks good. I like FedEx. I'd want to see a little bit of a pullback, though, on the daily. EXPI, a real estate name here, looks good back to 14. Total 3. Total 3 is also at an all-time high. So you're seeing crypto break out to all-time highs when it comes to the market cap, meaning a record amount of money is now tied up in cryptocurrency, guys. I hope you guys can understand what that means. Okay, the higher this number goes here, the higher this number goes, okay, the more money that gets put into crypto, the higher the prices of crypto are going to be. Money coming in means prices are going up. Okay, money is not leaving crypto. Money is coming into crypto. You're getting into a sector where money from institutions, from banks, from governments are flowing in. Okay, you're getting in before these governments, before these institutions, and obviously, you guys, I hope you guys were buying with us back in like April, like when everyone was panicking down here. Okay, because I mean, all of my crypto positions are up like anywhere from 80 to 100% right now from where we were buying. So, and you're seeing us break out into all-time highs here. So I'm fully bullish on crypto and altcoins. I think we're going to get a massive pump in October and November. I've said November is probably the time I'm going to empty my bags. Okay, somewhere between now and November. It all depends on how fast we move up, how fast we hit our targets. I don't know how long that's going to take, but I think October and November are going to be massive for altcoins. I think you're going to see a blow off top, and I think you're going to see things just get absolutely insane. I think you're going to see craziness. People are going to be losing their minds because you might see a Ethereum 7,000. You might see an XRP at $10. Okay, and people are going to be really excited. They're going to be going, oh my gosh, right? And then that's when we're going to be looking to sell and take our profits. Okay, and then we'll just ride it all the way back down. We're not going to ride it down, but we're going to wait till we bottom back out. Okay, and then we reverse. So that's kind of the plan there. Rivian looks pretty good. COP, another oil and gas stock there. TER is breaking out here into price discovery. So if you guys could see, sometimes we do break out of the red zone, which is not a bad thing, right? Then we go into price discovery. But again, as traders, we're targeting this area. We're not playing this. This is not our play when we break out and keep going up like that. Our play is right in this area. So it's a great one to day trade right now, but not one to take a 1 to 6 month swing on. And again, TER, that signal came back in, that was July, right there at 87. So you're already up 100% if you entered where we were entering, okay? We don't want to enter 7 months after or 5 months after when we've gone straight up for 5 months, right? We're not going to chase that. Because look where the stochastic is. It's almost to the white dotted line. We're almost to our sell targets. So I'd be a seller of this one here. Okay, that one's going on the red list. IWM in the red zone, no thank you. Matic, got some room to go there to 40 to 50. ALB, got a decent amount of room. COH, up in the red zone, we're taking profits. HP's looking good, back up here to 36. That looks decent. CRM looks good for next week. CRM had the golden dot back down here in, that was August. So that was about August, September, about 2 months ago. At 230, we went up to 260, sold back off to 240. So you're literally getting it at the same price here as the golden dot. Okay, a lot of room to go back to 340 to 360 there. Okay, I like it as long as it holds on to 220. Oh, GT, did I skip over that one? GitLab's got the green dot here on the monthly, or I'm sorry, on the daily. I'm going to put that one on the favorites list. And doesn't have the green monthly yet, but it is down here in the golden zone. So as long as it can hold on to 43, it looks good. AVAX is holding on to 30 like a champ. I think you're going to see AVAX. I think this weekend's going to be nuts, guys. I think you're going to see a massive move here in crypto this weekend. This thing's just grinding up, getting ready to absolutely take flight here. And where did we get the dot on AVAX? We got that in August, 2 months ago at $20. Okay, you're already up 50%. You were up as much as 100% if you guys sold right in this area, but I think this one has a lot of room to go. You got the green dot there on Wednesday. Get ready. I think AVAX, I'm going to put that one on the favorites list too. Looks good. Altcoins are smaller cap. Yep. Altcoins are pretty much everything but Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XRP. Solana could even be thrown into that argument as well. HPQ. This one looks decent as long as it holds on to 26. I'll put that one on the favorites. It's got the green dot today. If you take that trade, you got to use a stop loss at 26. NU. Up in the red zone. We said sell this one right here on the 16th of September at $16. You can see the sell-off is starting. So we would be short NU here. Polkadot. Polkadot looks good here. A lot of room to go on that one. Back to 7. Looks good. We also got the monthly dot on that one. Back there in, what was that? September. That looks good. MPC. Also got this signal right here in May at 147. Okay, May was like way back here, right here in this area, 140, sitting at 190 now, but we're in the red zone. We're taking profits. SLB. SLB looks good. I like SLB a lot. Looking to buy the green dot on that one next week. Another oil and gas company. Oil and gas is another one not to sleep on. Okay, because it's been hit really hard over the last couple of years, and it's only a matter of time before we bounce back up here to 45 or so. ALK, Alaska Airlines, also on the favorites list for next week. Okay, so far we got the favorites right here, guys. This list is building. Okay, this is for next week. These are the best, in my opinion, the best looking stocks and cryptos for next week, based on our strategy. Okay, and ALK, again, what did it just do? It sold off for 14 days in a row. Okay, would you rather buy a stock that goes up for 14 days in a row or a stock that goes down for 14 days in a row? I personally would rather buy a stock that goes down for 14 days in a row because I want to buy stuff at a discount. You got the green dot here yesterday. I think that one looks very good here at 48. Okay, very, very good. ACN, another one we got the golden dot on here around 240. I like ACN a lot. That looks phenomenal. Target on that's back up there at like 380. Okay, looks really good. CLF, red zone, we're not interested. Whiff, looks like it's going to whiff back up there to 150 to 2. Gala looks good. We actually got a signal on Gala here today, folks. Gala. Okay, I'm actually going to call this one out really quick. Another crypto for you guys. Hasn't moved really much yet, but you are getting the signal right there on Gala. And you guys can see all my favorite setups over here in the Overkill Alerts section. Gala, folks. Gala. Probably my favorite crypto today for an altcoin play, at least. Back up there to 3.5 to 4 cents. Again, the signal just went off today. These are not everyday alerts. These are like once every 6 to 7 month alerts, guys. Gala went off yesterday at 210. Okay, Gala and Axel. Axel's the first one we talked about in today's episode. Okay, both of those altcoins look phenomenal here off their signals. Apple. Apple got the signal back in August. That was at $200. It's now up to $250, $260. Like clockwork, we're taking profits here up in the red zone on Apple. ARM. Looks decent, but it's in the red zone. Delta in the red zone. Bitcoin dominance. Can you just fall to the floor, please? Okay, that one's still going down. Got the red dot. If this thing sells off hard, you guys are your minds are gonna be blown. Okay, if that actually happens, if this happens here in the next month, where we get this massive, massive jump down, like when we just get wrecked, Bitcoin dominance just gets wrecked, you will see 10K Ethereum. You will see probably a $8 to $10 XRP. You probably are going to see $1 to $2 Algorand. Good things will happen to altcoins if that happens. And guys, this has been a long time coming. This has been like 4 or 5 years in the making. What we're about to see, I'm waiting for it to happen because it's just all just adding up perfectly. It's just insane. Algorand, that one is red on the monthly, but it did get the green dot on the monthly back here at around 23. So it's still sitting at the same price. As long as this holds on to 19 cents, it looks good. Target on that still 40 to 45. USO's selling off pretty nicely. I actually like the sell-off here. I would be looking for a daily dot here on USO. This is United States Oil. If this sells off really hard, I will absolutely load up on it. ASML, another one we called out right here around $700. I think I sold mine a little too early, around $850. Still going, but it's up in the red zone. We're not chasing that. Again, our trade was down here. Our trade was down here at 700. Okay, our trade was not up here. Our trade was back here in June. Okay, at $700. That's a beautiful trade right there on ASML, but we're not chasing it up here in the red zone. I just did AAL, my brother. Just did AAL. It looks good. XYZ. This one's choppy. Very choppy. AMGN, nice move along with all the other healthcare stocks this week. Target on that's 330 still. Datadog. Nice move up to the red zone. It's in the red zone, though. Mara looks okay here. They mined 736 Bitcoin in September. That's crazy. Got a lot of room back there to 24, 26. Been living. This is another crypto ETF here. This is others. So this is everything minus the top 10 cryptos. So we talked about the total market cap at the beginning of today's stream. Okay, so the total market cap is every single coin put together. So the others ticker, others, is everything excluding the top 10. So that's going to be everything minus Cardano, Doge, Solana. So pretty much everything from hype down. So all of these from hype down added up into one. So we look at this as like the altcoin index, right? Because when this goes up, names like Chainlink, right? Names like Hyper, names like AVAX, names like Stellar are all going up. Why is that? So we're bullish on altcoins this weekend, guys. We're bullish on altcoins next week. Hold on. Athena. What is this thing doing? Interesting. What else we got here? Nope. CVX, another oil and gas name. SHIB. SHIB doesn't have the monthly yet. So it did print, I believe, at the beginning of last month. I'm going to put it on the red list until we see it, but still looks good. Soundhound, target on that's 22.5, a little too close to the red zone. We would have been wanting to buy this around 10. HD, nice sell-off on HD. It's Home Depot. Ooh, I don't know. Not my favorite looking chart. I like the sell-off, but just not a lot of meat on the bone. Cardano's still just chopping around, just waiting for something to happen. REGN, another pharmaceutical healthcare company, green on the monthly. Target on that's up there at 1,000 to 1,100. Newsmax, looking like it's going to curl back up there. That one looks pretty good. KHC, another food company. They obviously had that news that they're splitting companies. Faces declining profits due to inflation and competition. The company plans to separate Heinz and Kraft mac and cheese brands in the coming year. We bought that, but I sold it off that news. Didn't lose any money on it. AEO selling off there. Atom looks decent. Vail in the red zone. XRP is close to the red zone. I hope XRP blasts off and goes to $6-7. But again, hope is not a strategy. We were buying down here at $2 on XRP. Okay, now it's at 3. We need to get over 350 for that to continue on. OP, still green on the monthly. That one's still a hold. Still looks good. SUI, got some room back to 4 to 5, but again, we were calling this one out. USDT, pretty sure we called this one out around 50 cents back in like August of last year, but it's just not my favorite right now. It's too overdone to the upside. QNT looks okay. Pepsi looks good. Pepsi looks good here. Back to 170. SEI. SEI looks decent. We just need to hold on to 25 cents. That one looks pretty good. Again, you should have bought it right here at 28. It's at 29 right now, so you're still getting in pretty close. HAL, nice move there. Target on that's 30. We got Bonk here. Green dot a couple days ago. This one looks good. Bonk looks good. True. True's another one that I almost added into the portfolio. It's got a green monthly. I like this one for next week, too. This is another not very known altcoin. It's down here at 3 cents. Target on that would be up here at 8 cents. CELH, up there in the red zone, not interested. ETC looks like it's got some room. STM, pretty close to the red zone there. MRK's got some room to go. Again, you had the signal right there at 79. It popped all the way up to 90, so your entry was down here again. We want to buy the day of the green dot. That one still has some room to go, though. Another healthcare company. Here's WLD. Looks okay. TAO looks decent. Pepe. Pepe's a meme coin, obviously. That one just needs to hold on to that 0.009 level, that monthly support right there at 0.009. As long as that holds, it looks good back up there at 0.002. Ondo, starting to curl up. Target on that's 140 to 160. Put that one on the favorites list there. Yeah, I'd sell my Bitcoin here. I mean, if Bitcoin goes to 150, I mean, that's another 10%. Like, that's, who cares about 10%? If you guys were on the channel back in 2023, we called the bottom right here. Okay, so right now for Bitcoin, for me, like, I hope it goes to 150, 200K. If it does, great. But how much of a percentage gain is that from 122 to 150? I mean, to 140, it's 16%. Like, that's nothing. If you bought down here, okay, I want Bitcoin to come all the way back down here again. That might take another 2 years from now, but this is when I'll be buying Bitcoin again. I'm not buying it up here. Okay, again, it can go to 140, 150, 160, 200. I don't care. Okay, technically, it's extremely overbought. And I hope it breaks out over 125 and goes to 150, because that would mean all the altcoins that we're holding are going to 2, 3, 4, 5x. So if you want to make like 16% over the next couple months, buy Bitcoin. But if you want to make like, let's just go to Filecoin, for example. Filecoin's got the green dot here showing up this month, right? If Filecoin hits our target, 150%. I'd rather have 150% over 15% here. Okay, the risk to reward is not there on Bitcoin right now, guys. And I'm not a Bitcoin hater. I hope Bitcoin does good, but it's, you know, we called it at 17,000. We called it at $17,000. It's up. It's up. It's up over or about 600%. 600% in the last 2 years from where we called it out. So you 6x'd your money if you guys entered back in 2023. Ondo, again, I like this one back to 140, 160. Bristol Myers got the gold dot, so the gold dot tells you like, hey, this right here at 42 looks like the bottom. Okay, that looks like the bottom. So as long as it holds 42, it looks good. I'm going to put this one on the favorites list as well. That's another healthcare company. That actually looks good. That's sold off pretty hard. Okay, target on that, again, up there at 60 to 62. XLM looks okay. NU looks okay. PDD too close. IQ selling off. FSLR up in the red zone. Solana up in the red zone, but you got the MACD cross right here. So again, that could break out over 260 and go absolutely parabolic back to 400. It could very much happen. It could happen. But again, we called Solana out in July at 160. So you can see how we're kind of getting more defensive than we are aggressive. Because again, we're already up 100% on most of our assets that we bought back off those dots. So as long as Solana can hold on to 200, it looks good. 200's been a big level. Yeah, Pepe we covered. It looks good. Pepe looks good back up here to the red zone. It's got a lot of room to go. Doge, same thing. Back to 40 cents, looks good. We'll put that one on the favorites list as well. We got the green dot back there in August, around 20 cents. You're up 25% from that level. Again, we're just waiting for it to get back up here now. Which ones did I miss, dude? I've covered all these names. I've covered all of them. Novax, got some room back there to 14. Elf, up in the red zone. CRO, curling back up. Again, everyone was excited about CRO up here at 35 cents. Do we buy when people are excited? Do we buy when people are having a good time and jumping for joy and there's good news about it? No, we don't. Okay? 35 cents was up here. It just had this massive sell-off. Not massive, but it sold off a little bit, right? From 35 down to 17. That's a 50% drop. But now we're curling back up. So CRO looks good. It's got the MACD cross too. I like that one as long as it holds on to 20 cents. We'll take some chart requests here after we get through this watch list, guys. Stick around to the end and I'll take some chart requests. SMCI in the red zone now. H-bar got some room to go back up there to 35. H-bar is very boring. Very boring. Been doing nothing for the last couple of weeks, or last couple of months. Target on that's 35. H-bar, I point this out. H-bar was one of the best golden dots we ever called out here. That came right there in November at 4 cents. You were buying H-bar at 4 cents. It went up to 40 cents. That was a 10x trade from 4 cents to 40 cents. You made 1,000% on that investment from November to December. 30 days for 1,000% move there off the golden dot. So those golden dots are very accurate signals, guys, for a swing trade. You saw that one that I just called out here on BMY, or we called that out, I believe, on, what was it, Friday or maybe Monday. Got that signal. It popped up. It sold off a little bit. Again, it doesn't mean that we're going right to the red zone overnight. It means we're buying and we're holding for 1 to 6 months until we get back up here. Okay? I, just as much as you, want this price to go back up here the second after I get that signal. I want it to happen right now. But again, it doesn't work like that. We need to have patience and let it play out. This is a very accurate, very good signal for a swing trade. Okay? You just go look at any chart. BBAI, a little too close to the red zone there. Wix, selling off pretty hard here. Actually doesn't look bad. Green dot on the monthly on that one. Looks decent. What's their earnings look like? I don't know. I don't like that company very much. I hate their product. I used to build websites before I got into podcasting, and I just hated building websites on Wix. It just wasn't user-friendly. Intel, one of the best trades of the year for us, guys. This was a massive, massive banger. I know I've showed this a couple times, but this is the power of options, guys. The power of options. Where'd we go here? This was one of the biggest trades of the year for us. Right here. 382% record. Okay, that was a $37,000 gain for the Overkill portfolio. Sold those contracts for a 382% gain. Massive. Okay, what did we do? We bought the calls down here off the green dot. Why did we buy the calls? Because, again, we were getting these green monthly dots back here in June and February. Went sideways, sideways, sideways. We got in before the Intel deal was announced, guys. Before. Okay, we bought this at 19. I sold it right here at 32, those contracts, for a 382% gain. Okay, you only got to do that a couple times a year, and you're doing very well. If you guys want to learn options, again, I released my options course last week. If you guys want to learn how to buy and sell stocks, stock options, you guys can enroll in the course right over here. That launched last week. It's been the most requested thing from you guys over the last few years, and I finally went ahead and put together a course for you. So you guys can learn all of that over there inside of that course. But that was one of the best trades. But we're not chasing Intel now. It can go to 40, 50 bucks. We were buying down here at 19. I don't care what it does. I made the meat of my trade right here at 32. Okay, again, our goal is not to get out at the exact top. We don't want to wait for the exact top. We want to get out around that level. Okay, that was a beautiful move. Beautiful move there on Intel. Amazon's just up here in the red zone. I would say if you're trading this, you just need to make sure it holds $210. So I don't like the weekly chart. I don't like the monthly chart. I don't like Amazon up here. I'm going to take this one off the watch list. Billy's up there in the red zone. I'd be a seller of that name too. Okay, selling Billy. Uniswap looks really good. This is one of the biggest names on Ethereum. Looks phenomenal. It's got a red dot showing up here on the monthly. Just because we have a red dot doesn't mean we panic and sell. Okay, what we want to do is we want to identify support. And you can see the support level would be right here. So what that red dot's telling us is that, hey, if this support level right here breaks, it's going to have a big, broader sell-off. I don't think it's going to sell off. I don't think it's going to break down below 7. So I am still long on this asset. Because, again, a dot is never confirmed until the candle closes. So it's October 3rd, the day of recording this video. We have 27 days left in October. So if Uniswap goes up, this red dot could fade away. What this tells us is to, hey, pay attention to support. How do we know what support is? We zoom into the daily, and we see where the low's at. Okay, it's right here from a couple days ago in September. Right there at 7.30. So I would say as long as this holds $7, we're bullish. Okay, with a target of 14 to 16 on Uniswap. That's a great project, and I'm still long on that. We got MSOS getting pretty close there to the red zone. This is a cannabis ETF. Got the green dot on the monthly chart back here at $2 a while back. I think Trump tweeted about cannabis not too long ago. But $7 is the level we're targeting at. GEOS is up there in the red zone. Tesla's up there in the red zone. I'm a seller of Tesla, guys, up here. I've said that since 440. Again, we were saying buy Tesla down here. We even called the golden dot on Tesla out back in March at 226. Go to TikTok, go to March 14th, and look at the video. Look at the comments. Look at the people look at what they were saying. People were laughing. People were not having a good time because most of them bought up here at 500 and they got flushed out, right? They're buying up here. We want to buy down here, okay? The gold dot and the monthly dot comes right here, okay? Again, men lie, women lie, but the charts don't lie. I can't lie. You guys have the same data as me right here on the chart if you had this indicator, okay? Gold dot, $220. We're now sitting up here at 480. We are selling now because we bought down here, okay? This is where everyone's excited about Tesla. We are short Tesla here, okay? Because we're in the red zone. Red dot in the red zone means sell. Okay? That's the strategy, folks. Okay? There's a million ways to buy and sell stocks. The important thing is to have a strategy, principles, and the discipline to stick to it. MDB's in the red zone. Not interested. JD looks okay. ENA. This one looks interesting. I was just looking on that CoinMarketCap site, and I noticed something here. They have a stable coin right here with the 13th highest market cap, which is very weird. I've never seen that before. which is very weird. And this is their coin. So, not really sure what that's all about, but it's a pretty new project. Let's actually look this up. If you guys are a member of the Discord, you also get access to the research tool. Research tool is right here. So if I type in /info, hit enter, I could type in the ticker. So this one's ENA. Okay, you can see there's some stocks, so you need to make sure you click the right one. But this works for stocks and crypto. So if I click on Athena here and hit enter, it tells you everything you need to know. It's a $4 billion market cap. Doesn't have a lot of stuff on it, though, which is weird. Very new coin. But it does have some green dots popping off here. So up above, this level at 50 cents, I think it looks good. I just thought that was kind of interesting that they have a stable coin. I didn't know they had a stable coin. So that's very interesting to me. And it's the 13th highest market cap out of every coin out there. 4.21, all-time highs for you guys are seeing history made right now on stream. The most money that has ever flowed into, that has ever been available in crypto. You guys are seeing all-time highs. That's just, it's crazy. Like, it's honestly wild. We're seeing it happen before our eyes. Ray, you guys are seeing the whole financial system start to shift, man. I mean, it's really going to take off. I think it's fully going to go into play in November. I think that's been the plan for the last 5-6 years, is November. November of 2025, everything will be flipped over and we will be on a crypto-backed currency. And again, it's just a rumor, but everything adding up, Trump being president, all this legislation being passed, it's not speculation anymore, folks. It's not speculation. It's really happening. It's really happening before our eyes. Okay? Ray's still red on the monthly. I still like this one. This is one of the largest altcoins on Solana's ecosystem. I really like this one over 250. Target on that's still $7 to $8. Soxel. This is another ETF, but it's a semiconductor ETF. It's up here in the red zone, so we'd be taking profits. Again, we called Soxel down here at like $7 back in April. Again, April is when everyone was panicking, guys. April, if you guys were around in April, it wasn't a very fun time. Yeah, in the chat. I mean, when we go into bear markets, when we go into corrections, people go away. People quit. People give up. Okay? Because, again, it sucks to watch that go down. So if you're selling up here and holding cash and waiting for this to happen, that's the goal behind what we're doing. Okay? We're not forever bag holders. We want to sell up here, right? Back here in what was this? Look at it. $70. Red dot in the red zone. What we do? We sold off from 70 down to 21, sideways, 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 and then we just puked, right? And then right here was the bottom, right here at like $10. Beautiful trade for those of you that took that trade. It's up in the red zone now, though, so yeah, we're taking our profits in the red zone. That's just what we do. If it goes to $100, not going to be mad, right? Because again, if you're entering with us, you're entering down here, right? Somewhere in this area, in the golden zone, say right in the middle of it, you're up 150%. Most people are happy with 5% a year giving their money to a money manager. I laugh. When people tell me they give their money to money managers, I kind of chuckle a little bit because obviously there's the stress and the attention that a lot of people don't want to put on it, but 5% just seems really low. Just seems really, really low. And obviously, people don't know about the indicators and things like that that are available to trade. I mean, guys, I learned this over 8 years. So I put my 10,000 hours into doing this. I would call myself an expert at reading charts. I would call myself an expert at it. I mean, I feel like I understand it a lot better than somebody that has never done it. 8 years is a long time. I've put a lot of my life into this. I've obviously failed many times, right? Getting started, I didn't make money probably for the first 5 years. I lost money for the first 5 years. And these last 2 or 3 years, as this strategy began to develop, is when I started to make money. Once I got a plan, once I had rules, and once I continued to develop the discipline to stick to these rules, it's when the money started flowing in. Okay, but it took a long time to get here. It took a long time to develop this. I give this away for free. Like I let you guys look at this for free. I have a free trading course. Do I have some products like the options course and the indicator? Yes, but that's my time, guys. I put a lot of time and money and energy into this. And I love to share it with you guys, and I try to give out as much free content as possible. These live streams are free. All my reels are free. My trading course is free. A lot of free stuff, guys. And I am very thankful for you guys as well, because you guys allow me to do this full-time as a podcaster as well. So I'm a full-time podcaster, full-time trader, and we're just going to keep doing it. We're just going to keep conquering these markets together until death do us part. So ENPH, another solar company here, got some room to go to 100 to 120. I don't know how I feel about solar. GRT also had one pop here. Let's show you. Let me show you. So again, GRT just popped today at 944, but we had a little bit of sell-off, so that dot faded. Again, a dot is not confirmed until the dot prints. So, but it is telling you like 8 cents is a very strong level of support. So we're buyers of this name still, with a target of 20 to 25. I'm going to put that one on the favorites. I'm also going to put Ray on the favorites list and EN8. I like all those. AMAT, red zone, we're selling. Okay, we're taking profits here. Look at red dot in the red zone. We're taking profits. WLFI, still just not a lot of data on this. This is Trump's new company coin, World Liberty Financial. I am playing DJT. How I'm playing Donald Trump's meme coins, his altcoins, everything, I'm buying his stock. I'm buying the stock DJT. That's how I'm going to get that's how I am going to get exposure to these names, because it's all tied up together. Morpho. Go ahead and get your chart requests in, guys, if you guys have one. What was my job before this? I ran a marketing company, a marketing and advertising company, a digital marketing and advertising company. So I built websites. I managed people's IT. I'm a computer guy. Like I've taken that on. I grew up on computers, playing computer games. So I'm very good on a computer. I'm very good with everything on a computer. So I ran Facebook ads, Google ads, and things like that for companies before I went to full-time this. I was building this up. I was building this channel up as I was doing that, and now it's come to a point where, it's big enough. I mean, we have like 3,000 members now in the Discord. So again, I couldn't do this without you guys, obviously. I mean, I'm getting to the point where I could be a full-time trader and just sign off and not do a podcast, but I love doing this with you guys. I love teaching it. I love talking about it. I love getting your guys' feedback about it. It's honestly, it's a blessing from God to be able to wake up and do this as my quote-unquote job. Like, it doesn't even feel like a job to me, because I love doing it. So, again, and it's not about me. I do this to help you guys. I do this to teach you, to show you guys where I messed up, where I failed, so you guys don't do the same. Again, I have 8 years experience trading. I've day traded. I've done everything. I've tried everything. And over all that time, this is the strategy. This is the approach that has come out of it, and it's just worked very well. It's worked very well for me over the last 2 or 3 years. I have made a lot of money in the markets. I don't like to share exactly how much money I make all the time. I'll share my percentages and stuff like that. I think I shared those about a week ago. I shared, I'm as transparent as possible with you guys. I give you guys every buy, every sell over here in the Discord, every single one. But I think I shared my portfolio, what I'm up on the year this year. Where are we at here? All right, here. So the past year, I'm up 35% of my portfolio. So a lot of people look at big numbers. I like to point you guys to percentage gain, because we should be looking at how much we've made over the last year rather than looking at the last week or the last month, right? With our approach, we want to look at the yearly. So 35%, people say you can't beat the market. The S&P 500 returns about 8 to 10%. We have 3x stat, 3 or 4x stat this year so far. And that was before this big run up today. And 93% over the last 3 months, which has been awesome. So, yeah. Where can I send you a coffee? Ooh. You could send me... You don't need to send me a coffee. I appreciate it, though. I really do. If you want to sign up and become a YouTube Spartan, you can hit the join button on YouTube here, and you'll be a YouTube Spartan. So a YouTube Spartan is a little different than the Discord Spartan. If you want to support me, you can do that. Hit the join button on the video on YouTube and become a YouTube Spartan. That will turn your name green in the chat. I actually just lowered the price of that. I don't know. I guess it's just another thing. So If you did that, I'll take that over a coffee. I think it's about, it's actually probably less than a coffee these days. My wife and I go get coffee all the time, and I mean, I'm spending $12 after the tip. So I appreciate it, Rocky. Yeah, if you guys got chart requests, go ahead and drop them. Go ahead and drop them now, because we got like 2 more names. AEHR is in the red zone. So again, we're taking profits on that. RKT is selling off here. I actually like to sell off on Rocket Mortgage here. Okay, we got the signal on Rocket Mortgage back in July at 14. It went all the way up to 22. So you're seeing a sell-off happen now. I'd like to buy that one right here around 15. And then LDO, that one's got some room too. So that is it for today's watch list, guys. If you guys have chart requests, feel free to drop them right now in the chat. I'm going to go ahead and share these with you. So here's the green list. So I'm going to share these with you guys over here in the Discord. Let me go over here to the watch list tab. So I share this with you guys every single week. So this is the green list. So this is every name that we just covered in today's video. Okay, every name we just covered in today's video. Boom. So you guys can now come over here this weekend or something if you're bored on a Saturday. Saturdays are my favorite days to look at charts just because the markets aren't open. Everything's pretty calm. Well, the stock market at least. So you guys can pull these up and you guys can look at these names that we just covered. Do your own due diligence. Do your own research. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just a guy that likes to chart and likes to share information with you guys. And then here's going to be the favorites. So these are my favorites from the green list. Thank you, Assad. Appreciate it, brother. Appreciate it, brother. Welcome to the YouTube Spartan Army. Okay, so these are the favorites from October 3rd. Okay, so I'm going to share these as well. So this is a different watch list. Favorites from watch list. And today is 3. Boom. So you guys can, again, go click on that link. And you guys can save all these to your green lists. You just click on this flag over here. That'll save it to your green list. Or I believe you can export it. Yeah, you can export it right there. So those are now available over there inside of the Discord for you guys. You guys can look at those over the week. Let's take some chart requests here from the chat for those of you that are still tuning in. Looks like we're at 108 likes on the video. 108 likes on the video. We need 300 likes for a 100 XRP giveaway. We need that by Monday. So if you guys are watching the replay right now, if you guys are watching the replay over the weekend or something, smash the like. 300 likes, I'll give away 100 XRP. And, yeah, run it up, baby. Run it up. Appreciate your guys' support. How do I get rid of this thing? Can I get rid of this? Oh, I hate when it does this. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Chart requests. Let's start up here. Thoughts on ICLR from our boy Assad. What's going on, brother? Icon? What does this one do? They got the green dot there back at around 150, 160. Looks really good, dude. What do these guys do? What do these guys do? Got a lot of room to go back to 275 to 300. Again, that research tool is available to everybody over here in the Discord. What was it? ICLR. Icon is what it's called. Looks like they're based in Ireland. Clinical research, development of commercializing. So it's a pharmaceutical company, another healthcare name here. So I am very bullish on healthcare. Me personally, I would rather buy Cure than buy any single stock. Just because Cure gets you exposure to a lot of them. So I like any healthcare company right now, though, that isn't obviously, I don't know, bad. But the big names should do very well. What else you guys got? The high school next to my house, their mascot is a Spartan. That's awesome. I'm getting my Spartan tattoo next week. Daku sign? DOCU? Yeah, get those chart requests. Keep coming. I like the sell-off on Daku here. It's hitting support right here at 65. So as long as Daku sign can hold on to 65, it looks good with a target back up there to 100. Just make sure that one holds on to that $65 level. GT. Goodyear tire. Ooh. $7. Needs the green monthly. Needs the green monthly. It is down at the bottom of the fib right now, which is interesting. So As long as it can hold on to, I would say 740, it looks good. Were you okay with running calls on Cure? I didn't play calls. I don't normally play the calls on the 3x levered ETFs. I don't know why. I mean, you could. But if I were to buy calls, I'd buy them for 130 to 140 for 400 to 500 days out. I go over everything on how I look for options over here in the options course for you guys. Like, you guys will learn exactly how I pinpoint my call options, the strike prices, the expiration dates, everything. So yeah, I did not buy the calls on Cure. I just bought the stock right here around 80. And that thing's pumping. I bought quite a bit of it too, so I'm pretty happy with that move so far. Plug, PLUG. What do you guys got going on this weekend? Plug's popping here. Beautiful move there. Signal to buy was right here in September at $1.50. Nice move. Wow. All the way to 70. I don't know. I mean, for our strategy, we've broken out over the red zone. So we just don't look to buy stuff up here. If anything, we'd be looking to take some profits on the next daily red dot there. I hope it goes back to 60. But again, if we're buying down here and selling up here, we're making about 100%. Catherine. So we wouldn't be buying right here, but we would definitely be using like a trailing stop loss. I honestly would sell it if it was me. Because, again, I would have been buying down here at 150. Up to $4, you're up 150%. JLBY from Jeffrey, what's going on, brother? Up there in the red zone. So, again, not looking to take positions. Should have been buying right here in the golden zone around 13. We should be looking to sell this one on the next red dot we get up here. BCDA. $3 target. Looks like a penny stock, so you just want that one to hold on to $1. RSC or RCS. RSC USD. Research coin. Looks good as long as it can hold on to 45. Not a lot of data on that one. RSC USDT, maybe? CoinX. Okay, that has a little more data. That looks good above 40 cents. Target would be up here at $1. Looks good. It's starting to curl up. Watch for $1. ORDR. That one's too new. Okay, if it's too new, I don't have any data on my indicator. Can't see anything. Can't tell you anything. Okay, if there's no data on the chart, that means our indicators don't work because there's no data to go off of. All of our investments, all of our trades, all of our moves are based on data. If we don't have data, we can't tell you anything. We can't. Oh, wait. Here we go. Order. Yeah, I'd be selling this one. It's in the red zone. Time to buy it was right here. Back at 13. Nice move up. Time to sell. Again, if you want to hope that it's going to keep going up, great. But we're in our target zone right now. We're in that target zone. If you guys are new, I highly recommend watching this trading course right here. This will go over everything. From the Fibonacci zones to the red and green dots, everything you need to know. I would be selling order here. OPTIO. What's up, Dylan? OOO. I don't see that one. XW or XMW. Yeah, drop those chart requests, guys. Yeah, this one's up in the red zone. Unless you're talking about a crypto? Morphware? I don't know. Bricken? Bricken. Oh, man, that thing's popping off today. Nice move. Mama. Has a RWA partnership with Chainlink. That's nice. Yeah, that was one of the names on their... check this out. So, you guys ask me about Riz all the time. Right? So, Riz, how I found Riz, and some of you guys were saying I'm like affiliated with this company or something in the Discord. Yet I am not affiliated. I'm not a creator. I did not make this coin. Do I have a pretty heavy investment in the coin? Yes, I do. I do have a pretty heavy investment in the coin. That doesn't mean I'm an owner of the asset, right? I am just an investor in it. So the reason I bought Riz was because back in the day, I believe, when did this article get released here? This article got released May 8th, 2025. Okay, so it's October now. You got May, June, July, August, September, October. This was 6 months ago. Okay, they gave us a roadmap. Chainlink said, these are all the companies we are going to be partnering with. Okay, and you just called out Bricken, right? So Bricken's right here. So they gave you this back in May. Okay, why did I buy Riz? Because it's right here, right? Rivals. They're going to be partnering with Chainlink. That partnership isn't even announced yet, but Chainlink is telling us, right, on their website, this is Chainlink's website. This is not some random boo-boo website. They gave us the companies they're going to be working with. Bricken was one of them. I remember looking at that one. I do remember looking at that one. But I did research on all of these coins, every single one of them, right? And the ones I liked the most were Chirp and Riz. Okay, I really liked both of those. I do remember Bricken, but I just did not. I did not pull the trigger on Bricken, and it looks like it's just starting to pop off there too. So that's BKNB. So again, Riz is the same thing, right? They gave you this coin back in May. May went up to 40 cents. It sold all the way up to 16. Now look at it. It's exploding. So target on that's $40. Monthly chart looks really good, but if I'm going to pick between Bricken and Riz, I'm buying Riz here because Riz hasn't had that explosive move up yet like Bricken has. Does that make sense, guys? Again, I'm not affiliated with Riz. Not affiliated with it. Let's actually check something out real quick. I want to give some Riz away here. Like the radio. So you guys could see I have 20 million Riz tokens. Okay, and I have them staked on their website earning 7.5 APY. So in the last 2 days, I've made 17.68 thousand Riz coins. Okay, I like this project because of the project. It has a potential partnership with Chainlink that has yet to be announced. But you saw the partnership announced with Bricken. Okay, again, this is right off Chainlink's website. This is not me lying about everything. Everything I show you guys, everything I tell you guys, I try to back it up with data and logic. I have no reason to lie about anything. Okay, so I have 17.68 thousand Riz. So what I could do here is I can claim it. Okay, and it's going to go into my wallet. So this is called staking. If you guys are not familiar with staking, okay, it is a way to earn as your asset just sits there. So for holding Riz, for staking Riz, and all I got to do to stake it is go to stake Riz on their website. Their website is rivals.ai.com. So I could stake one Riz right now, or I could stake all that Riz that I just earned, and I could stake it right here. Okay? And then I can earn every single day. Let's claim this. Okay, let's just claim all this 17,000. I'm going to give away this 17,000 here on the stream. Okay, if you guys are tuning into the live, I'm going to do a giveaway right now, and I'm just going to give away all this Riz to you guys. Everything that I just earned over the last 2 days, I want to give it away. But my rule is, and of course you don't have to do it, but I would encourage you guys, if you win, to come over here and stake it, okay, and start earning. Okay, start earning an APY on it. Okay, because again, I'm just holding it in my portfolio. It's not earning me anything sitting in my wallet. So I'd rather stake it and earn 7% a year on the asset. Okay, so I'm claiming all this. Boom, 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 boom. So I just made, like I said, around 17,000 Riz. I'm going to do a giveaway here right now. So let me just open up Nightbot real quick. And I'm going to do a giveaway. So again, if I wanted to stake all that Riz, you can see all that Riz just went into my wallet. My 17,600 Riz. So I'm going to give all this away to someone here on the live right now. So if you guys want to enter for this, let me just set up this giveaway really quick. Okay, and I'll give it away here before we sign off. I'll keep taking chart requests too. Keep getting those chart requests in. But let's go ahead and do a giveaway real fast first. I'm going to go ahead and give away. I'm going to do a random number. I'm going to do a random number here. Random number. So pick a number between 1 and 1,000. 1 and 1,000. Put it in the chat right now. 1 and 1,000. And I'm going to pick a winner from the chat here. 1 and 1,000. Drop your guesses. Numbers between 1 and 1,000. The first person to get it will win that Riz that we just got. But that is how you stake on their website. Okay, stake on the Rivals website. Again, if you want to do your own research on the project, this is a very new project, right? I see a lot of you guys speculating about it in the chat. Guys, do you think, let me just ask you this. Okay, let's just go back to Riz's chart here. Okay, this thing just came out in February of 2025. So it's been around for 7 months, right? 7 months it's been around. It just came out 7 months ago, not even a year old. Okay, you guys think people were speculating about Bitcoin back here at, what was this? At $15? Do you think people were like, oh, it's a scam, it's a rug pull, oh, it's not real? Do you think people were doing that back here at $4 7 months after Bitcoin came out? I would think so. Okay, imagine being speculative about Bitcoin back in 2012, 2011. Okay, back at $4 Bitcoin. Do you think people were saying, ooh, it's a scam, it's this, it's that? Okay, the most important thing is to do your own research. Come to the website, play around with it, check out their Roam. Okay, check out their staking. I kind of just went over the staking platform. Okay, and they have a staking guide that tells you everything about how to stake. Okay, and they also have great videos and stuff like that. Okay, is this a rug pull? I don't know. It could just as much be a rug pull as XRP is a rug pull. Could be a rug pull. There's speculation with every investment. But the thing about Riz is you guys are getting in at the ground floor. And you saw the partnership announcement with Chainlink, right? It's a $1 million market cap. I mean, this thing is brand spanking new. It's brand new, right? And obviously, you should always do your own research. Don't just buy something because I'm buying it. Look at the company. Look at the project. This is not a meme coin. This is not a pump and dump meme coin, okay, based on what their technology does. Look at their website. This website took a lot to put together. Look at all the partnerships that they have here. They have a partnership with Gala, okay? We talked about that today, okay? It's got all this stuff on here you guys can research. Do your own research. Don't just call something a scam because it's down here at less than a penny. What if it isn't a scam and it goes to $1? Right? What if it isn't a scam and it goes to $1? You guys think people were calling Bitcoin a scam at $4? Bitcoin's a scam at $4. Imagine being that guy back in the day, right? I would hate myself. I would bury my head in the sand. Which two sectors do you think are the best sectors? Right now, I'm going to say healthcare and altcoins. Healthcare and altcoins. Keep guessing, guys. You haven't hit the number yet. Nightbot will tell you when you hit it. You guys can guess multiple times. You don't have to guess just once. You guys can guess as many times as you want. Right now, we are drawing for a Riz giveaway. Okay, we're giving away some Riz, some Rivals coin. Keep guessing. Keep those guesses coming, and you can guess more than once. D. Robinson, you're too low at 222. Too low. It's higher than 222. K. Chef, you're too low. It's above 222. David, you're too low. It's over 222. Yeah, MOH looks good. What's WY? WY is... Yeah, it's got the green monthly showing up as well. What is this one? What do they do? That's got a nice target of 32 on that one. Too high. 258 is too high. So it's between 222 and 500. 555. And guys, if you guys are still watching the replay, 300 likes on the video today. 300 likes on the video by Monday. I'll give away 100 XRP on top of this giveaway right now. We got a winner. Allah. Allah has won. Allah has won. Allah has won. Allah Mazara. Sorry, I can't pronounce your name right, brother. All right, so what I want you to do is shoot me. Can you drop your base wallet inside of the Discord? So drop your Riz wallet. If you're on Coinbase, they have a specific address. So if you guys want to get your your base wallet, all you got to do. So I'm on Phantom right now. I don't know what wallet you're using, but if I come here to Riz You just got to go to receive, and you just copy this address right here. Okay, and then paste that in the chat, and I will send it to you here on the live. Do you know how to do that, brother? Can you give me your Riz wallet address, and I will send it to you right here before we sign off. Yep, giveaway's over. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, I love doing those. Maybe we'll do those on the lives. And I'll just give away all my Riz earnings. All this stuff, all the APY I earn from Riz, I'll just give it away. I'll just give it away to you guys, and hopefully you guys go stake it. I have Coinbase, but don't have wallet. You do. So if you type in Riz on Coinbase, it's actually listed on Coinbase now. So you could type it in, and then you just go to your wallet address. Let me see if I can pull it up on my Coinbase here. Hold on. I'll show you how to do it here on Coinbase. Switch back to normal. Riz. Oops. Boom. Okay, so here you go. So see how you can... Oh, you can't receive it? Weird. Huh. Well, you might have to... You might have to get a Phantom wallet if you don't have a wallet yet. Where'd you go? Yeah, guys, giveaway's over. Giveaway's over. Would you want a lifetime membership to the Discord instead of the Riz? Because that's totally cool. I'll give you a lifetime membership instead of the Riz. If you can't figure it out, if you can't figure out the how to get your wallet address, again, I could do either. Marlog, what's going on? We got a couple YouTube Spartans now. I'd love to see it. Those green names in the chat, those are going to be the YouTube Spartans. Yeah, guys, we already won. We already won, folks. Do you have a Discord name, Allah? I don't know what the number was, but Nightbot called it out there. Just to come back another round. I can't help myself. I use a program here. It's called Nightbot. So you could see all these people called these out too low. It randomly picks a number between 1 and 1,000, and then whoever guesses it, they automatically do it. I cannot receive it. Okay. Well, do you have my email? Just email me. Oops. Hold on. Email. Just shoot me an email, dude. This is going to be a lot easier to do over email. Email me and let me know what you want. You can have the lifetime membership, or I can send you the Riz, whatever one you want. How do you feel about NVOX? Peak myself. What is this one? Wow. NVOX. Okay, what's your Discord name? What's your Discord name? I'll just give you a lifetime membership. Let me know what your Discord name is. Just copy and paste it here in the Discord. Is Ondo a buy? Yeah, that one's going to be on the favorites list. We called Ondo back here at 80 cents off the golden dot. So it's up a little bit from that time. It did go from 80 all the way to 122, but then it sold off. We're still targeting 140 to 160. I still like that one. ETF for NVO. What is that? Okay. Are you okay? I'm gonna add you to. I'm gonna add you in right here, buddy. Let me go make this guy a lifetime Spartan here. Well, there you are, brother. You've been here for 2 months, so you are now a lifetime Spartan. Welcome to the freaking Overkill Army, baby. Oh, yes, sir. Can we get a in the live chat for our boy? Come on. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Welcome. Congrats, brother. Congrats. APT still a buy. Yep, that one has the green monthly showing up here in October. We called that out at around 450 to 480, and it's popping. Target on that's up there around $10. NVOX. You are looking at is the ETF. NVOX. NVOX. It says Defiance daily target. Oh, it is a long. So it's like playing NVO. So yeah, I mean, if you're long NVO and you want to play with some leverage, then yeah, NVO. I mean, that's a good play. I like it a lot, actually. This makes me really happy about my position, actually. I'm very long and strong NVO here. This is honestly my favorite. Like, NVO, Snapchat, and DJT are probably my three favorite stocks. Those are the three where I just think they're no-brainers. And if you guys are just tuning in now to the live, we just went over our entire watch list for next week. That was all of these names we just covered. These are all the favorites. These are all the favorites for next week in October. And I'll tell you, Axel's probably my favorite crypto, along with Pinlink, Riz, obviously. Near looks good. All these just look really good. So you guys can always watch the replay, the live replays. We're live every Wednesday and Friday over here in the latest tab. You can see we just went live today. Right here on, we go live at 2 p.m. on Wednesday and Friday. So you guys can always watch the replay in case you guys join late. And I also just dropped the watch list for you guys over here in the Discord. So you guys can come over here to the watch list tab, click on this link, and that will pull up our watch list. And you guys can actually look at these over the weekend. You can add them into your own watch lists. And obviously watch the replay of what we just did. And we just talked about every single one of them. And right here was the favorites from today as well. Okay, all those names. But NVO is I mean, that one is Snapchat. If you put a gun to my head and said choose one, it'd be really hard to pick between NVO and Snapchat at these levels. Snapchat also gave us the daily, monthly, or the monthly here today. Allah said, did you see my messages? I did not. I don't think so. How do I get the trading course tab? It shouldn't be gone. It should be right there. Hit me up in support chat if you need some help with that. Yeah, this guy said, do you need a paid version of TradingViews? You need at least the essential version. And again, if you guys have questions about the trading indicator, just email me. It's a very straightforward process. You just click on this link. It takes a couple of clicks and everything loads up. All the indicators, the green and red dots, the Fibonacci, everything we talk about. Just click this link. Takes a couple of clicks and everything loads up. And my email's right there if you need support. But not a lot of trouble downloading that from people. Would you roll XCN into Pinlink? I don't know a lot about XCN, to be honest with you. I don't know a lot about it. Okay, so I can't really say. But it doesn't have a green dot on the monthly chart. I like Pinlink. I like the fundamentals of Pinlink. I think it's a very new project. And I just thought it was very attractive. Good, brother. Welcome. Deft, D-E-F-T, Deft Technologies. Looks good. Green dot today. Target on that would be up there at 4. Okay, be careful with some of these crypto companies, though. You just want this one to make sure it holds. I put a stop loss at 195 on that one. And I'd trade that one up to 4 if I was playing it. I think that's it, folks. I think I'm going to sign off here. I hope you all have a very blessed weekend. God bless you all. And I'll be in the Discord over the weekend. So if you guys need me, just hit me up over here. As always, we got a support chat over here where you guys can ask questions here. And pretty much chat with all our members over here in the Discord. If you guys are not a member, you guys can become a member by coming to the Become a Member tab here. Click it on this link. And you guys can sign up for as little as $4 a month today to get access to everything we do here at Overkill Trading. We'd love to have you in the club. We'd love to have you in the Spartan. We got a new Spartan in the chat today, Mr. Allah. And thank you guys for tuning in. Again, 300 likes on the video today. By Monday, I'll give away 100 XRP to somebody in the Discord. We'll do a giveaway over here in the Discord for XRP if we can get that this video to 300 likes by Monday. God bless you guys. Have a great weekend. We'll see you on Wednesdays live, and I'll be over here in the Discord as always, tuning in with you guys, staying on top of these markets. With that being said, God bless you all, and we'll see you soon. Peace.